What's up, Gilbert? All right, both the brakes are sold out. I'm going to go ahead and add one more. Let me drink this before it gets too cold. The lists for 1 and 2 are completely identical. But I don't know if Kenny is here to give me the okay. Because technically randomizing 2 different times, you get 2 different types. I'm just going to do them both separately. If he gets the same type in both the breaks, I'm doing them both together. So he has to get fighting again, which is worse than a 1 in 10 chance. Yep, he didn't. Okay. 2 separate ones. Which doesn't really make a difference, to be honest. Drinking on the job? Yeah, espresso. What you doing, Undead? Oh, let me... Aside from the sickness that I was gifted from Haley, she did get me a very cool Christmas gift, and I'll show you guys right now. That is an actual Pikachu Game Boy broken down, like taken apart, and then like laid over like the schematics. I don't know. Well, and I asked her because you have to send in a Game Boy for them to do this. I said you didn't buy the Game Boy Color Pikachu Game Boy sealed and open it, right? And she said, She said no. I said, okay, good. Because that would have been a very expensive mistake. It's really, really cool. Big fan of it. I just noticed there's a slot for Pokemon Yellow, and I have my cartridge from when I was a kid. Okay. I'll add that later. There's like a slot for it. Oh, really? Well, you'll have to take that up with her then. All right, I didn't change these titles from Monday, but it's the same break. And Audrey, did the Pikachu Game Boy come with a game too? Because that would be even crazier. But even if it isn't, that's still sick. What's up for it? Which is Connor. Connor, I don't know if you watched the replay, but you are getting all your stuff sealed. I have it all on the side. Yours did not? I guess that would be really expensive. As a price point, like to try and sell that. Oh, thank you. Saved me a lot of work. Which I don't mind opening. It's just I'm feeling a little under the weather. Well, you have like 28 bundles worth, so. And the booster boxes. You might get sick of it halfway through. You halfway through, you might have been like, this was a mistake. I should have had Beige open it. But that's your mistake to make. And you can't send it back for me to open it. If you decide to buy a good chunk of them and keep them sealed. See, the reason why it was acceptable was because you bought the rest of them. If you didn't buy the rest of them, I guess I would have to just look through the bundles and see if you got any of the booster boxes. First hit is Kenny Smith. Which, again, technically I could look through them. It actually wouldn't be too horrible. But I do appreciate you cleaning out the rest of them, that's all. You put on regular music. But yeah, pretty stoked about that gift. I asked for it, like I just put it on my list of Christmas gifts like a Christmas or two ago, and I forgot about it. You're gonna get some Kaduba. Yes. All right. I don't know what I have. I just started getting it today. Doesn't feel great. Not in a good mood about it either. We were hoping that we could be bronchitis twins and they could do experiments on us like they used to do back in the day with twins. I feel like there was a horror movie about that. Like one of those cheesy horror movies. Yeah, sure, man. Thanks. Listen, you started this combo. You can't be sarcastic about the answer. What's up, Bowler? You guys are truly neck and neck. The yeah, sure, man is a pretty sarcastic answer, dude. Oh, the Plague Bringer. Hello.
Hi.
Going to sleep in your Christmas PJs?
Yeah.
Listen, Christmas is over.
We're having Christmas
Santa
with my
left.
parents.
He's gone. He's not coming back until next year.
We're having Christmas with my parents tomorrow.
I know, I'm just kidding. All right. No, I was just saying goodnight. Yeah, Happy New Year to you too, Ted Snack. So I played, and thank you, Bowler, you too. I played the new Mario Party, and like the couple minutes that I got to play of it before I passed it off to one of the neighbor kids that was over, it is just a circus. It's like there are so many ways to steal stars from other people. You can move the star space just to there's so many ways to mess with everybody else, which I guess that's the spirit of Mario Party, but it truly seemed like a circus. The newest one, Jamboree, dude. Well, seeing as the entire game is literally a coin flip and there's no skill involved, I would play against you, yes. And I wasn't even playing, I was just watching. I was watching someone in the lead lose everything, and then that person lost everything, and like everyone just kept stealing like the same stars from each other. At home, you just need one. You know how upsetting that would be if everyone needed their own Switch to play Mario Party? That would be awful. Don't give them any ideas, please. That would be like the worst thing ever. If you don't have a Switch, you don't get to play. Ooh, almost the Alt Green Ninja. You mostly win 100% of the time? Well, 100% of the time is not most. That would be all of the time. If we're going to get technical here. Is it 60% of the time it works every time? After this stream and after meeting with Nick, I'm going to go into a brief hibernation. And hopefully my body will just reject whatever sickness I'm getting. But it probably won't because the world is wonderful. I know it was the phrase you were looking for, my friend. Fighting with a surfing Pikachu. Well, I chugged an entire half gallon of orange juice. And I've been feeding myself more than usual. So I can have nutrients. It's a 50-50, honestly. Sometimes that works, where if I go into a brief hibernation period and just overstuff myself with food, good food though, healthy stuff, then I can wake up and be fine. Pizza I feel is not the healthiest, but it's not the worst either. It's just, it's creeping up. It's on the back of my throat right now. And I'm not a fan of it. It's not even full-fledged. I could just feel it. There's still a chance I could fight it off, but it's a coin toss. Undead, have you gotten into zombies at all? Because that's all I've been doing lately. I've gotten sick of cheaters in every game, so I've just resorted to PvE. Player versus environment. Yes. Tearing it up in zombies, dude. I made it to round 100 solo for the calling card. Technically, round 104. My new thing is if I'm playing with randos and the randos go down, I'm not going out of my way to save them. Because every time I do that, I end up going down and then we all get behind. Well, there's different strats for doing it, but it's still very difficult. It's very time consuming. I almost have there's an achievement or like a challenge to get 50,000 kills with triple pack-a-punch guns. I think I'm like touching 40,000 out of the 50,000, which is pretty cool. The Tauros. And it was with the new map, Undead, and it was just with the sword. The reason why I found my way back to zombies was every competitive online game that I was playing that was a shooter just had aimware in it. And it's across the board a really big problem in every game that they're not addressing, and they're losing a lot of people because of it. In one map, I think, well, in the solo round 100, it was like 16,000 zombie kills. But like in an average game, it was like 3,000 kills. No. Anything Marvel kind of died for me with Thor: Love and Thunder. After that, I was like, all right, I'm done with this. The amount of times, Undead, where I was just destroying someone in Counter-Strike, and then all of a sudden the 0-11 player has like 30 kills and I'm getting killed before I'm even turning the corner. The amount of times that's happened, I was like, all right, I'm just not going to do this anymore. I feel like that genre is the same as like battle royales. It's kind of like played out at this point. There was one game, Undead, where there was one player on the enemy team that was like blatantly cheating. So every round we had to like try to outsmart him, like throw all of our bodies at him just to get him down, and then we won the round because no one else on their team could get kills. So it turned into like it turned into an entirely different game where we're like trying to bait out shots so he kills one and then the other person can kill him. And it's really something you shouldn't have to go through in a ranked game in 2024. But these companies haven't addressed it, so I'm not gonna play their games. But it's across the board, Undead, in like every game that like has any sort of rank system, even Sea of Thieves, which is disgusting. If I have to worry about cheaters in a game like Sea of Thieves, it's a bad environment out there right now. In Sea of Thieves. Well, the problem is companies don't ban people. So it's just like, okay, we're just going to let everyone cheat? All right. Then no one's going to care. No one's going to want to play your game. The biggest thing is companies just need to go after... If they're not going to go after the companies, start going after individuals. Make an example out of someone. If he gets caught cheating, all of a sudden now he's looking at jail time. See how many people still cheat after that. Because what they're doing now is just, it's not working. Dang, dude, you got a cherish ball for him? That's sick. Like, I was watching videos on it out of curiosity. The way streamers get around it is they run the cheat on an entirely different computer. And then a virtual mouse that's undetectable by the computer is actually doing all the aiming for them. Wouldn't affect me either, because I wasn't, coddled or just brought up under circumstances that made me think it was okay to cut corners and cheat. I need a water. Back with the Dobo, what'd you get, dude? That's interesting. A separate computer just to cheat. It's literally like $2,000, but then you're completely undetectable, and then no one knows until you go to a tournament. Well, family friendly, but yes, I agree. Well, whoever approved that comment wasn't supposed to. So thank you for that. And you aren't timeout, Connor. That was just to delete the comment. You're good. I removed the third break from the website because I'm just going to do bundles after this break, and we're going to call it there, because now I'm getting hit with it. I don't know why. It's getting worse and worse progressively. You're wanting a new single-player game to play, but you just can't find an interesting one? Well, the interesting thing about zombies, too, is you could play, and there's a lot of YouTubers that do it. They just play solo, and you could save on whatever round you want to pause on, and then it'll resume on that round. But you can't just spam save. You have to progress around if you want to save again. But solo games, I don't know. Anything on the Switch? If you're looking for like a story mode game. There are days where I just would play solo because randos who don't buy doors, I just let them die after I buy the first couple doors. And then after they leave, then I open up everything. Because I'm not going to be the one wasting all the money and then carrying them. I changed the list, right? Yes. Well, if you have a PC, Undead, you could just download an emulator and play any N64 game you want. Hell, I'd do that on my phone. I played Paper Mario on the last trip we took, and I was on a plane. Like legit, you could play any N64 game on your phone, at least for Android. It's not the cleanest controls on screen, but you could there's ways to make that better. Guitar Hero. Guitar Hero was a huge franchise that kind of came and went. I forgot how big Rock Band actually, or not Rock Band, that's another game entirely, but Guitar Hero was like a huge game. I never had it myself, but I played it at friends' houses. I didn't like it enough to buy it for myself. I just remember there was one kid who memorized how to do Through the Fire and Flames in Guitar Hero, and he would try to show it off every time there was a gathering, and there was always someone there to unplug the controller while he did it, and he would freak out and usually ended in a fight or he left. LED buttons. That's pretty cool. I feel like I would only know Through the Fire and Flames as a song because of Guitar Hero. I never heard it before Guitar Hero, which is interesting. I don't think anyone would know that song. Where would that song come from? I feel like that's the only song I've known from that band. I feel like Guitar Hero never made it out of PlayStation 2, right? $2015, really? Your coaches would play it. Our grade school football coach would get his plays from Madden, but we destroyed, so it didn't matter. We ran some cool plays for grade school, though. Guitar Hero Live sucked, though. What I can't imagine. What would you do? Just battle another player, and whoever got the better score won? I guess. Well, I mean, it was a hit for the time. It was cool, and then like that was it. It didn't really have any progression. I guess Rock Band was like the next step, but it wasn't that good. Because Rock Band had the different instruments and the singing. Venusaur. Mod charts? Ask ChatGPT and it'll tell us. What is mod charts? You mean the stamp? It's from Celebrations. I don't see anything on the top. The entire card is textured, which in itself might be an error. I feel like I've had versions of the card where it wasn't the entire card textured. What the hell is the Pokeball called for ghosts? Phantom Ball. No, I think Cypher Ball is for dark. But I won't catch it because whenever I use a specialized Pokeball that's specific to the type, it never works. So just wait and watch. The screen has a lot of gimmicks besides hitting the notes, making the game way harder. Well, you threw a repeat ball. Phantom Ball has an 80% catch rate for ghosts. Let's see if it's 80%. Look at that. Never works. I don't even know why they put all the other Pokeballs in the game. 80%. Why even bother? No, it's never worked. I've used Netball. I've used all of them. Game is just bad. Also, Brandon in the gaming channel on his first Pokemon catch was a Shiny Donphan. Well, it took me 1,200 catches to get a shiny. People like Brandon, on their first catch, get a shiny. Who's banned? I didn't ban him. Oh, okay. I was about to say, I was like, did he get banned from somebody else? I don't know. Yeah, and Gilbert has like 10 shinies, just keeps on catching them. He'll probably get one tonight. Listen, dude, I'm trying to fight off a sickness. I'm sorry. And we're out of like all medication because it wasn't me who gets sick frequently in the house. But we got no Dayquil, no NyQuil, nothing. So I have to go raid whatever's open at this hour, probably from a gas station, honestly. The gas station Dayquil might give me like a heart attack because it's expired usually. Might give me some other illness, but it'll those symptoms will offset the sore throat that I have. Like I'll have just violent ringing in my ears, but I won't be paying attention to the sore throat. Kenny Smith with one spot. If I would have ran the random once, Kenny Smith would have never shown his face in this chat ever again, and he probably would just quit. So, I'm happy that I just did both the breaks separately. And infinitely would be more upset, Audrey, than any way that you feel right now, I'm assuming. This is the second one I've pulled since release. No swearing, Otas, but I'm right there with you. Well, because, I don't know, you're in the same break. I guess there's really not a reason to be upset, you're right. But I'm just so used to a negative reaction. You're good, Otas. And honestly, Audrey, you're probably going to get another one soon anyway. Don't matter. Oh, yes. I've only pulled 2 since release. And since then, surging has been in every break. Well, if he's not here, he's going to be pretty happy when he watches the replay. Flag on. And now I have some bundles to open. And then I have to meet Nick, and then I'm going into hibernation. I'm going into cryostasis so that when I wake up again, hopefully they'll have a cure for whatever I have. He's at work. Very good. With all the movies that have cryo sleep, it makes you wonder like how viable that is. I don't think it is, because you're just dead if you freeze, right? And I'd imagine you'd be pretty cold. It'd kind of suck. How's the centering? It's so nice of you to ask that right after I put everything away. Thank you, Mr. Baker. I appreciate it. I'm just kidding. It's honestly a solid question. Yeah, it looks pretty tenable. Very tenable. Honestly, I'm probably going to limit it to these mystery bundles that I have. That whatever is up on the screen right now is probably all I'm going to open for this evening. I apologize for that, but I can feel it, and it's getting worse and worse, and I want to be able to drive out and give Nick what he has to ship for this week, and then we could just start fresh next week. All right, so 4 for Tetsnick and 2 for Harvey. Well, I will, regardless if the sickness wants to stay or leave me, because I'm a person who will take all of the medicine. No, I know. Well, it's not only that, it's putting your stuff for this week to be shipped above everything, which is probably more important than opening more and then passing out. No. I'm not. I would never make someone make that choice. I would get the stuff to be shipped no matter what. So Audrey, you have one of those Pikachu Game Boys sealed in box. That's honestly like one of the sickest things I think I've ever heard. You can get that sealed box authenticated and graded too, and they'll put it like in acrylic. There's companies that do that. Wow, these boa dumplings. What is a boa dumpling? Do you mean bow? Because boa is like a boa constrictor. That's a snake. And since I'm assuming it is not sealed but is brand new, You can still, I think you could still get that graded or at least put in the case. It's still sick, regardless if that's in a box or not. I'd rather have it than not have it. Sealed brand new is 400. How many years ago was that? That had to have been like 10 years ago. Like, that sealed now, I can't even imagine what that would be. First price off the top of my head, I would think would be 2,500. Yes, I bet. And I noticed there's a slot for the game, which I have. The unsealed one. I'm keeping the sealed one sealed, obviously. But I could actually add it to that to complete it. Also, Connor, if you're still here, I didn't even take out the energy cards that say that you won a booster box. So don't take that as you won more booster boxes, because the ones that you won were accounted for in that amount that you bought. But I just left them in there because honestly, there's no reason to take them out. The Machamp full art from Burning. Or is that Cinnamon? Oh, I think it's Burning. Yeah, it was Burning. Hey, I caught it. With a regular Pokeball. Not even a Pokeball. I think it's a Premier Ball. Really? These headphones need to be charged. I should kiss the energy card with lipstick. I honestly, like, in the mental state that I'm in and in like the health state that I'm in, I don't know how to answer that. A lot of like emotions are coming to me right now. Like confusion is one, and then it's followed by anger. Now you could take with you can interpret that any way you like. By the way, that is the hit to pull. That is really sick. That Arcanine is extremely difficult to pull. Along with the Golden Mew that just got pulled. I'm gonna throw up in my mouth real quick out of excitement. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. I can't tell you the last time I've seen that card, too. And the Dust Skull, why not? You're used to both emotions from me. You should put on some lipstick and kiss the energy card, he said. Instead of giving away a booster box. I'm at a loss of words, dude. Not in a good way either. The responses I want to give you are not fit for this channel. They're more for the gaming channel. So I'm just going to abstain. And what's up, Ivan? Try it and see how quick it sells out. Perhaps later. And by that, I mean, it's probably not going to happen. But oh, yeah. Give worse odds, too, for the booster box. That'll work. This guy's full of good ideas. How is he not, like, a CEO right now? I'm just kidding, Undead. I love you. I know you're trolling. I'll tell you what. Still better ideas than the dude who came up with jumbo cards. But that bar is really low, so you shouldn't feel that good about yourself. It's like, you're better than that, but like, is that really something to be like 99% of the population is probably better than that. Jumbo cards are the best? What do you mean? And we found the 1% right there. Welcome. The odds tonight are just insurmountable. I just hit the mouse with a box, but nothing happened, thankfully. I almost just shut the computer off. What's up, Ivan? Scratch and sniff Pokemon cards, gasoline. I mean, why stop at gasoline, dude? Put chloroform on there so that when they scratch and sniff, there's like a 1 in 10 that you just pass out. Watching like a random fact video or like memes, I forgot where I saw it. They said one of the most inaccurate things in movies was chloroform. It actually takes like 5 to 10 minutes. It's not like you just put a rag and then they're out. Like it takes 5 to 10 minutes for it to actually work, which is really strange to like why they would do that like in the movies for that. Like who came up with that idea? Now you're getting it? Listen, dude. I can flip that switch on whenever I want, but the true art form is not always having it on because that just makes you stupid, not funny. Good thing I told you that. You were going to try and chloroform me, dude. I would fight you off with ninja focus and strength. I would overcome you, dude. With all the years of training. He doesn't even know how to respond to that, dude. He's like, yeah, you're probably right. Well, he's got 2 bundles. This is just the first one. He got them Guitar Hero fingers. Dude, he could get like, he could 100% through the fire and flames without even looking at the screen. He'd come at me like a spider monkey. The singer from Maroon 5 is dead. You mean Adam Levine? Well, if that's true, that sucks. I mean, I didn't know the guy. I'm sure he was a nice guy. It's all over YouTube. Well, he was pretty young, wasn't he? Like, he wasn't like 20s, but 40s, maybe. Was it an accident or was it drug related? Or is it natural causes? I guess natural causes at 47 is not really natural causes unless you have like some sort of health condition. That was the dude from the Disney band, the Jonas Brothers. You're seeing nothing from any credible sources saying he's dead. This is like when I got trolled on World of Warcraft for the first time because it was like my first internet exposure, that people were saying rest in peace Adam Sandler and he was fine. Were you trolling me, Chucky? Yeah, next time, just for future reference, Chucky, just Google it afterwards if you have any doubts. Yeah, all Gucci. It's okay to be mistaken. That was a hyper out of Burning. That was a close one. Still sick though. Or no, that was out of. This is out of Sun and Moon Base. I'm sorry. Or Sean Kingston dying on a jet ski accident. That's a Mandela effect, 100%. There are so many people that claimed he died, and he never died. He was fine. Someone was like, not even trolling me in chat. They were like, dude, he's dead. And I was like, no, he's not. He died in a jet skiing accident. Okay, we Google it, and it's a hoax. It's literally a fake thing. That was hilarious, though. Let me see what ChatGPT has to say about it. Sean Kingston? Bro, you had to have heard one of his songs. He controlled the radio for the better part of like 3 or 4 years. You're way too beautiful, girl. You know that song. You're welcome. I was about to say, if you didn't know that tune, you were under Dwayne Johnson for the better part of 5 years. Even ChatGPT knows. All right. That's all I'm opening for tonight. I'm leaving the rest for Monday. Thank you guys for being patient with me tonight. I'm just progressively, I can feel myself getting worse right now. I want to be better by Monday. I will be better by Monday, regardless of what this wants to do to my body. So I got to go meet Nick, give him the stuff to ship. I'll see you guys maybe Sunday if I'm feeling okay. If not, I will see you guys Monday, regardless. Make sure your address is right. Make sure you put in the right address, dude. Don't be leading me down a rabbit hole of trying to get a hold of you. No, I think you put in the right address. I love all of you. I'll see you either Sunday. Well, I'm sorry, Machoke. Your mystery pack is being open on Monday, unless I'll ship it to you sealed, but I'll look inside of it to see if you got a booster box. Or would you rather me wait until Monday? I'm feeling severely under the weather, and I apologize. I'll look through the pack live to see if you got a booster box and just ship it to you sealed, and you could open the packs if that's okay. If not, Monday works? You want me to open? Okay. No problem at all. Thank you. All right. Love you all. You're all beautiful. Sorry for ending early, but I'm progressively spiraling right now into something worse. But thank you. I love you. See you guys either Sunday or Monday.